Morning, guys. So this is the big adventure that we came back to KL for. This is Tamanagar, which is the rainforest. It's about 3 and a bit hours away from Kuala Lumpur, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I came here 22 years ago, the famous 22 years ago. I know, but I was here 22 years ago with my best friend Helena, and it was one of the most magical experiences. And it is just amazing to be back. It has changed a bit. The restaurant that I've got a photo of has changed hands to the Sun, so it's no longer called the same thing. And there's more floating restaurants here now. But we are sat on the river, and we are going to be going down this river. We are going to be meeting some of the local tribes.
Yeah.
We've got to trek first, so we've got to go up the top of a hill. I'm waiting for a reaction. But it is going to be amazing. We were supposed to do the canopy walk, which was one of my favourite things that I did when I went travelling before. But unfortunately it's closed because there was a fallen tree. So obviously not safe at the moment. I know, but you know what? It's not safe. And that's how it goes. We got to be safe. And then we are very lucky. We are going to go meet some of the people in the local tribe, and we are going to learn to blow a blowpipe and make some fire.
And then we're gonna get wet.
And then we're going on some rapids, which will be rather amazing fun.
Oh, look at that photo. The water like just eating.
Yeah, there is a photo of everyone getting wet. But you will get to experience it later with us. So I did bring a waterproof cover for my phone.
I'm nervous.
But it'll be fun. But look around where we are. Look. It's a lot busier than I remember it. When I came here, there was one restaurant, and we stayed just up the hill here in a little place. It's a lot busier, but it's still good. You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Okay, so look at how far down the river is. Our guide is just telling us that there's lines on here to show how far up the water comes sometimes. And last year it reached here. That's the water line. And that is from all the way down there. Isn't that mad? That's a very long way for the water to come up. I know, but it's just amazing how... I don't know if that worked. Sorry guys, I don't know if that worked. I turned it around, it's in a waterproof case. But yeah, it's amazing how far up the river goes, and like how much a river can swell. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you awake yet? Out of interest?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Not really. Oh well. It will be worth it. Okay guys, can you see this like fake tiger on there? That is because they are cleaning the room. And what they said was, if they don't do that, and they don't leave the fake tiger there are monkeys that come and they nick the stuff. They take the stuff off of the trolley.
Right.
And they're not allowed to take trolleys inside. So they have to have a deterrent to stop the monkeys. Which I think is hilarious, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to try and scare the monkeys off. So we are starting this morning with, gentle 2.5K uphill trek. in 90-odd% humidity. But this is this morning's mission. Look, can you see? That's hilarious. I love that they have to do that. So the reason we're doing this is because this is how we're going to get a really good view of the whole of Tamanagarra National Park. So we had to cross the river to get into the national park. Where we were originally was not. It was, the river is the border, and the size of this national park is actually about the size of Singapore, which is mad. Kind of can't imagine it being that huge, because we walked so many steps in Singapore. So it makes you realise how big it must be. But absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, look, there's more here. Hang on. Here. It's obviously a big problem. Okay guys, can you see this bluey fern here? Bluey green. That apparently is called the peacock fern. And apparently if you put it in like water and leave it overnight, the next day you can have a drink with it. You can drink it straight away apparently, but it's nowhere near as good. So, best to have it the next day. But our guide has been very good. He was telling us about some of the local plants. And, excuse us, we've got insect repellent on, so we'll look a bit shiny. Because the bugs are out, of course. But apparently it's all been trampled down because of elephants as well.
Ginger.
Ooh,
But I got many different species of ginger.
Wild
Different
ginger.
different flower actually, yeah? Yeah?
You can see
And
through
this
there.
one, the flower, is very important, especially during the dry season, yeah? Especially squirrel, because they produce waters there, and then that water is drinked by a bird.
So he was just telling us there about wild ginger that animals can drink from, we as humans can drink from, and in the winters, in the summer, etc., it also contains a lot of water, so that's quite useful too. These are very interesting, guys.
The flower, especially
This
at night,
tree here,
yeah?
it flowers for one night. So these are, I'll show you in a second, the flowers here, and they flower just one night. So what happens is they bloom in the night, they stay up for one night, and then by the morning they fall down, and then you get the fruit coming. So just feels like a lot of effort for one night, really. But I guess if it's what you need, it's what you need. Oh my gosh, I think this is the tree that my friend Helena had a photo with. I remember this tree. Oh my gosh.
Look at the roots,
Look.
yeah? Very big, yeah, the roots, yeah? And that is what we're calling buttress root.
I remember
Yeah?
this.
Some root, the tree,
I
they're
think,
like this.
I think this is
They
the one
go
Helena had a photo with.
More deep inside, I mean,
Oh
yeah?
my gosh. Okay, so that tree I was just telling you about, I think it's the one that my friend Helena had a photo with 22 years ago. And back then we had a disposable camera, and that was all we had. And you had to wait till the end of the whole trip to get them developed. And you had no idea what the photos were. So we took one photo of just one of us at each place. We didn't have like, one of you, one of me, things like that. And her dad was very knowledgeable about trees. And so we decided she would be the one to have the photo there. And it's really interesting because I've never been bothered about the fact that it was her who had the photo and not me. And the same when we went to somewhere else in the trip in Thailand. But to come back and sort of have the opportunity to be the one who then has a photo is like, oh, I can do that. And I got one of Jessica as well. And it shows you how technology has changed, because I'm not worrying about the space or what it looks like because I can check it instantly. The only thing I'm checking about is whether my battery's going to last on my phone. But we've got Jessica's phone as well. So take the photos, make the memories. But it's, yeah, it makes me feel quite close to Helena coming back here. And just reminiscent, like just realizing like how much life has changed, that I'm back here with my daughter. Okay, sentiment over.
Cool.
Oh wow. So when we go and see the tribes, they use a poison on their dogs, and it's used to kill the monkeys and other animals that they want to eat. We're just seeing the tree now. I'll show you in a minute. But they're saying they cut it or like make a nick in it to see what colour it comes out. If it comes out white, well, it's not that potent and it will kill you in about sort of a week or two. If it's brown, then it would kill you in a few days. But if it's black, it will kill you within a couple. So this is the tree here. And you can see the little hack marks where they've... Oh, sorry, there was a step up. Where they've cut it to see what colour it's coming out. And if I remember rightly, they use very small amounts of the toxin and it's extremely potent. But they will tell us when we get there. I don't think I've ever sweated so much in my life. So I apologise for the state of me, but the humidity here is horrendous and we are just going straight constantly. Look. About 100 at a go before we stop in 90-odd% humidity. Ugh. Hi guys, I don't know if you can see, but just here, there is a green viper snake. They don't get any bigger, apparently. In the day, there are, you know, you can approach them a bit, they're not got the best eyesight, but at night, sharp as a whistle.
Snake.
Beautiful. How you doing, Jess? She's being positive there for the camera. We have got about another 550 metres to go. No, 500 metres, I think, uphill. It is hot, man. Hot. It has been steps like the whole way. We've got the fans out. I think our sweating. It's not been the easiest. We've stopped. There's a nice view. Honestly, we've had a quick photo of it, but I don't care. We are just hot. The good news is, for a minute, the next bit of path looks like a path rather than just wooden steps up. But we're 500 metres from the top, so I think we're about 2/3 of the way through. So, you know, we've made it this far. We can do it. It's just one of the toughest experiences we have done. Like I say, the humidity is about 90%. I think our sweat is sweating. I've got the fans out. The minute I stop, my whole body flutters like I'm in an oven. So, need the fans. And yeah, it's been a bit tough. Particularly hard when you have a heart condition and I've got one lung that doesn't work properly. But again, I know I've said this before on this trip. I am really proud of how far I've come since COVID, because there's no way I could have done this a couple of years ago. I know I did it 20 years ago, but I was like half my size and a hell of a lot fitter then and half my age. So, at least. But now, you know, my body's been through a lot more, I'm a lot older, and I'm doing it. And I'm really proud of that. But it's still tough. So, and Jess is doing amazingly well. Aren't you, darling?
Yeah, I stopped because I felt like I was about to pass out.
Yeah, I just felt dizzy at one point. Honestly, I can't explain how hot it feels, guys. She has had a seizure before, yeah. But you're okay, aren't you? Yeah. Thank goodness I packed the fans. Right, here's the next 500 metres. I'm not going to film on the way because it is not a pretty sight. I wasn't going to film, but look how the path has changed, guys. Look, no longer the wooden steps. Now, we're going up here. Oh my gosh, should see these ants. Wow, look at this colony of ants coming across. Wow. That is mad. Don't know quite where they're coming from. They've obviously been hunting or something. It goes all the way into the woods. And it comes all the way across here. Wow. That's mad.
We did it, guys. It's all downhill from here.
I'm so proud of us. I can't tell you. The view is stunning. It is beautiful. Oh. It is gorgeous. Is it? Oh no. Sorry guys. I thought we were on auto framing. It might be, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it is stunning. It is so hot, so sweaty. But we did it. Fly in my face. But we did it, you know. Wasn't the easiest. And we are very sweaty. But just got to sit down now. But I am really proud of us. There's no way I could have done that 2 years ago. And Jess hates the heat. So for her to do that as well, huge achievement. And the view is pretty good too. And this is the canopy walk. Unfortunately, it is closed. It was broken due to a falling tree apparently. So this would have been what we would have done had we had the opportunity. I'll see if I can show you around a bit. There's Jess walking down the boardwalk. Yeah, it's pacing away. But this is it here. So you can see just through there. That's the canopy walk. And it goes on for quite a way. And it was an amazing experience to do. So I'm gutted it's not up. But can't help a treat. So also, look. I got stung by something. My hand was on the rail. Excuse the sweat there. The guide thought maybe it was a bee.
A little one.
I'm not sure if it was maybe an ant. But yeah, it hurt big time. And so I sucked the wound very quickly and spat it out just to try and get any sort of toxins out. And I washed my mouth with water, don't worry. And I have to admit, it helped. It went really white immediately after I did that. And then within 5 minutes, it stopped hurting. And the guide said normally it would take up to half an hour. So he said I did a good thing. So fingers crossed. So if you do ever get stung by something like that, go with it. Suck it out quick. But it's no longer hurting, unless I like squish it. But I still think Jess wins with her rose beetle injury. Oh,
You want to see?
my life, guys. There's apparently is a bird-eating spider.
Yeah, they're eating spider. It's so big. It's the outside.
I nearly put my hand on that.
Yeah.
No, thank you. This is a beautiful view we've just come out to. We're possibly with a different group, but we're not sure.
I think we are.
But this is beautiful. Possibly with a wrong group. Whoops. The rest of the group just turned up. We're okay.
Yeah, we did end up in the wrong group, but...
We did. We followed the wrong group. Yeah, we're just
Oh,
lucky.
the thing fell off, by the way.
They've all arrived, so. Okay, so we have made it to the boat. Here we go. Got a nice little
I thought my
section to
bracelet
sit
would
on.
make me off.
You do. She might tell you about that for a while, Amy. But look, this is where we are. Here's our view. Isn't that rather gorgeous? Not gonna lie, it's quite nice to sit down and hopefully have the breeze on us in a minute. I think, don't quote me, but I think the plan now is for us to head back to where we came from, have some lunch on one of the floating platforms, restaurants, and then we can go see the indigenous tribes after that. So that's what I think the plan is, but let's see. supposed to get wet until this afternoon. Oh wow, look. If that's any indication to God, we will get wet this afternoon when we go through rapids. Yeah, time for lunch. We got to walk across the boat, the ramps. Whoop! This gravel's really slippy. I know, it was really slippy, wasn't it? So, we are going to the one with the yellow chairs. I can't work out which one was the one that was here when I was here. I can't work out if it's family restaurant or if it's that one over there. I'm not sure. I think it might be the one that was over there. But there's so many now, it's hard to see. So, but I don't feel like it was this one, is my honest answer. They're all kind of similar. I wonder if it was this one. It looks kind of similar. I don't know. I'll have to maybe ask a local, see what they say. They're just off lunch, not breakfast. So we're having lunch. We're on the riverboat or sort of floating restaurant. We've got an egg, some vegetables, very kindly, they look beautiful, and some rice. And I've got chili sauce with it because I like a bit of chili sauce. And Jess doesn't have any chili. But we got a lovely, there's the river. I don't want to go any further because there's people eating. There's a cute little kitty cat. What do you think? Good dinner? I think this is well lunch. But we didn't eat a lot of breakfast. We weren't very hungry at like 5 this morning. I will.
I can't open it properly.
You think I'm going to open it one-handed with a phone?
Better than me.
But yeah, we weren't that hungry earlier, and we have just done the trek of all treks, haven't we, in that heat?
It's 1.7 kilometres.
It was 2.5 kilometres uphill. Yeah, and 1.7 of it was completely vertical, pretty much. So, yeah. And we just saw a load of school kids on a boat on the way back, which was really cute. So.
It was like 10 minutes ago. So.
Right. Good lunch? Well earned. Okay, so I've had a chat with the guy who is in the restaurant here. We were at Koala View. It looks like Koala View floating restaurant. And he was very helpful because I said to him, can I ask, is the LBK restaurant still here? And I showed him the photo that I took 22 years ago, and I said, oh, you know, is it one of these, and maybe changed name? And he said no. He said in 2014 there was a big flood. Well, not a big flood, like the river rises a lot every year, but he said it really rose, one of the biggest ones. And if I show you here, the river went all the way up here, all the way up, and unfortunately the LBK restaurant got washed away. So that would explain why I can't find it. But he said the school is still there that we went to on Easter Day 2003, because next to it was the payphone, and you used to have to put coins in and actually ring. And he said, yes, you had to go and put the coin in. He said that was it. He said we had no mobile phone. He said, and if you wanted like a quick response, we just had walkie-talkies. He said, but yes, the payphone used to be up there. That is it, right near the primary school. I was like, I know, look, I've got a photo of us sat there. And my friend Helena was sat there, and these lovely girls came up and they had a photo with her. They were chatting away. They were fascinated by us, I think, because we were there with our blonde hair, blue eyes at the time, and they were just the most stunningly beautiful girls I think we'd ever seen. They must be, I don't know, they were a little bit younger than us, maybe 13, 14, maybe even 15. We were 18 at the time, and we didn't really understand each other. So, uphill in the heat, bad idea. We didn't particularly understand each other, but it was a beautiful moment of like two cultures coming together. So, it's amazing being back. Okay, just to add a little more. The flood of 2014. Apparently the water came all the way up here. You can see the discoloration. So I mean, what a rise. I can't even imagine it raising that much. Yeah, apparently it came all the way up here, and there was a hostel here, which may be the one that we stayed at, I'm not sure, but apparently it washed away. So it is possible it's the one we stayed at. Not gonna lie, can't remember where we stayed. The only place I remember that we stayed. Where are you going? Just the toilets are safe. I don't know. We're looking for the toilets. Who knows? Was a place called Daniel's Lodge.
Hi.
Hello. And that was in Cameron Highlands.
England.
We are from England. Hello. Are you okay? This is the primary school. So the telephone must be up here. Where the telephone was. Huh? Where's the bathroom? Don't know. I think we're right for time, so yeah, just about. Got 20 minutes. Yeah, Liana Hostel. I don't know if that's what we stayed at. I literally can't remember. So, right, the telephone.
When you say that washed away.
Well, I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I think the telephone was up here somewhere. I'll have to look at the photo, see where it was. But yeah, look, there's an information centre. Now, this was the brown building the guy said. He said the water came all the way up here. Now that's even higher. Wow.
So like Venice where the floors were like...
That's just scary, isn't it, to see how much it will have raised.
Yeah.
They do fridge magnets. Might have to have a look.